walking around in the park and being like, no one else is wearing a Louis Vuitton bag. Like, this is so weird that I'm wearing a Louis Vuitton bag in the park. Like, what is wrong with me? Like, I had this weird feeling, guys. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. I wanted to do a story time video today just because I couldn't think of what to talk about, and I never really talked to you guys about the first time I ever bought a Louis Vuitton bag from the boutique. Hey guys, so this is my outfit of the day. I'm wearing a top from a brand called Rouge, which is like a French brand. Just a little crop top with a tie there. And then my jeans are from Mother, which is a denim brand. I got them from Net-a-Porter. And yeah, they're pretty good for, I don't know, they're kind of like stretchy, but yeah, they're really comfortable jeans. So if you don't usually like jeans, I'd recommend Mother because they feel so comfortable and they kind of fit if you have a bit of a curves or whatever like that. And my shoes are from Ganni, which is, I don't know, one of my favorite brands. I got these from the Outnet. They're like a shiny kind of brown, red color. And then my bag is my Hermes bag called the Lean bag, I think. Someone told me how to pronounce it in my comment section below before, but yeah, I'm not pronouncing it properly, but yeah, it's this bag in the Berenia Faubourg leather, just because I want like an easy breezy bag today. And yeah, that's my look. Oh my gosh, guys, if you're a bag collector and you've ever bought a Louis Vuitton bag from the boutique, maybe it was a very memorable experience. The first time I ever bought a Louis Vuitton bag from the boutique was probably back in 2018, which was not that long ago. And this was when the Palm Springs Mini, the Pochette Métis, the Nano Speedy were like the hyper bags of the year. And watching a lot of YouTube videos on the Pochette Métis, like so many guys like Jerusha Couture, Minx for All, like so many at that, like everyone had the Pochette Métis back like 2018. And I decided that I really wanted to get one. I wasn't that fussy about whether it would be a reverse monogram or the normal monogram. Honestly, I had no idea which one was better, but I managed to get a Pochette Métis through my friend who had like a relationship with a sales associate in Louis Vuitton. And anyways, her sales associate ended up messaging me and letting me know that they had a reverse Pochette Métis available that day. I remember I was at work when I got the text message and I was just like, oh my god, like today's the day I'm going to spend like $2,000. And I was like, oh, I was so excited, guys, to finish my shift that day and like rush down, like take the train into the city to get my bag. I had done so much research on YouTube and like, you know, they said that it would be the reverse monogram, which honestly at the time I thought was even cooler than the normal monogram. Especially because I remember seeing Rihanna with the reverse Palm Springs Mini that looked like really awesome. So I couldn't wait to finish my shift that day, guys. And I packed up my things and me and my friend, like my friend ended up coming with me and we went to the city. I went to the Louis Vuitton boutique and they were like, hello. And I was like, oh my gosh, hello. I have something on hold for me. It's a Pochette Métis. And they were like, oh no, we don't have any of those in stock. There's no way. And I was like, no, I'm pretty sure we do. And then I ended up messaging the sales associate and they were like hunting around for it for like literally, guys, like half an hour. Like I was just like, what the hell? And they finally got it. Like, it wasn't really, to be honest, the experience shopping from the boutique was not very, like, exciting. It was just, like, I was just waiting, and I think they offered me water, but it was just, like, them, like, running around, and, like, it was just weird, because they eventually found the bag, and as soon as they found the bag, they're like, okay, we have it, how would you like to pay? And I was like, can I see it first? And they were like, oh, okay. You know, this is a very hard bag to get. And I was like, oh yeah, I know. I just want to like see if it's the right bag. And they're like, okay. And they showed me the bag and I was like, oh, yep, okay, I'll take it. And then they took my money and wrapped it up and they were like, okay, goodbye. And that was it. And I was on my way. Now, for me, this being my first luxury experience in Louis Vuitton, it was very rushed through. I felt like I was doing something wrong or like I was buying something that wasn't for me kind of thing. They're like, you're buying this? Like, this is very hard to get. It was just like, I felt this like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I got this bag. This is so hard to get. Like, wow, like this is so crazy that I got the opportunity to buy one. And, you know, next thing I noticed that like, I was starting to look around in the shops and so many people had the Pochette Métis. I'm just like, is it really that hard to get? Like, I don't get it. But I did wear it a few times to work, and oh my gosh, I got so many compliments, guys. People like, oh, is that the Pochette Matisse? Like, and I was like, yeah. And I loved the brown kind of color scheme. I felt like it was very autumn, and it looked really good with some of my like brown jackets. I had this awesome, let me show you guys, epic Saint Laurent bomber jacket with these like really thick, like it's like vachetta leather or something. This like really thick leather. And my Pochette Matisse looks so badass with this and like some denim and boots. Like I was like loving my look back then with my Pochette Matisse. So I did wear it a few times, you know, I wore it out and about. I thought the capacity was really good. Didn't love the clicky mechanism thing at the front. I thought it was a bit weird. But one day, guys, so at this point in my life, I didn't have that many designer bags, but I still felt kind of like the bag was a bit special. And it is special, to be honest, but I felt like it was a special bag. I went to the park one day and I was wearing some jeans, and I remember that day I was feeling quite depressed because I was shopping a lot and I just felt like I was out of control with my spending as usual, and I just felt so guilty for owning the Pochette Matisse, which is crazy to think now, because now, like, what the hell, guys, like, seriously, like, it kind of got to a next level. But I remember feeling so guilty for having that Pochette Matisse, and then I went to the park with my boyfriend. I remember looking around in the park and being like, no one else is wearing a Louis Vuitton bag. Like, this is so weird that I'm wearing a Louis Vuitton bag in the park. Like, what is wrong with me? Like, I had this weird feeling, guys. And then when I got home, I looked at the back of my Pochette Matisse and it had all this denim color transfer on it, because I was still new to designer bags and I didn't realize that that could happen on like canvas for some reason. Yeah, because it's like a caramel color at the back. My like denim rubbed onto it and it had all this blue at the back, and I was like, oh! And then I got like a wet towel and it just like came off really easily. So I think because it's like a coated canvas, it cleaned off really easily and it was completely saved. But I was just like, what the hell? Like, this could get denim on it. And then I think it was the combination of me feeling like, for some reason, I was a freak for buying a Louis Vuitton bag. And then the color transfer thing, I felt like, oh, I don't know. I had this really bad feeling about that bag ever since. And then I ended up selling it because I started getting into Chanel bags, which was like a whole different level. But yeah, guys, I definitely go through phases, because then later on I started buying Louis Vuitton bags again. Like a few years later, I ended up buying a monogram version, and then, you know, to be honest, if I had to buy one again out of the monogram in the reverse, I think I do like the reverse better. I think it's a bit funkier, and I do like how there's no vachetta. But I will say that the lighter color doesn't mean that, it means that you can't wear it with like denim, because you can get transfer, which is a thing for me. Or you could just wear light colored denim. But yeah, that was my first Louis Vuitton bag. I didn't end up keeping it. I ended up selling it. Actually, yeah, when I sold it, so I ended up like feeling like, I don't know, I had this feeling towards that bag like I didn't deserve it and I hated it, and that I was bad for getting color transfer on it. And when I sold it, it was still a very popular bag. So I think I ended up, even with like, I sold it through a consignment store, and I think I ended up breaking even, like getting all my money back, which was awesome. But yeah, it's crazy how hyped that bag became. And then shortly after that, I remember a lot of people being like, quality issues on the Pochette Matisse, like glazing issues, and I remember thinking like, lucky I sold it, like, whoa, what a drama. And still to this day, the Pochette Matisse is so popular, but I just now, in 2022, I see it everywhere. Like, so many people are wearing it. It's so many people's favorite bag. And even though it has quality issues, and to be honest, it's at the price it is now, I don't know if it's worth the money. Because when I bought it, it was so cheap, guys. Like, it was like $2,000 something. Now, I don't know. I think it's getting close to $4,000, which is insane. Yeah, wow, like that was like one of my first Louis Vuitton bags, and just thinking about all the roller coaster of emotions I went through to get that bag, and then feeling guilty for having it. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if I still had it now, if I would love it and I would use it, because I think with my personality of like collecting bags, I kind of feel guilty and then I sell them on and then I buy new bags really fast. I don't know why I do that. There's not many bags that I've kept from like 2018, apart from my Picotin a lot of bags that I bought the past few years, I've often sold on and bought something new. So I wonder if the bags I have now, I'll still have in like another 2 years, or if I'll feel guilty and then sell them or something like that. I really hope not. I think I'm at a different kind of mindset now, having bought and sold many bags. And yeah, we'll see what the future holds. But anyways, had to share that story with you guys today. I know it was kind of like random, but hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you on my next one. Bye!